What you do in the next 90 days will probably have a bigger impact on your Ironman than what you do in the final 90 days before race day. I'm Coach Ray. I'm a triathlon coach who specializes in coaching beginner and recreational athletes to achieve their sporting as well as their health and fitness goals. In today's video, I'm going to take you through what you need to do right now to prep for Ironman New Zealand 2027. Ironman is different. It is a big commitment and it's a long-term commitment. It's not just what you do on race day, it's the months leading up to race day is what counts. Consistency is the key to your success. Big training weeks might look good on Strava, but at the end of the day, what's on Strava doesn't really count. It's important that you develop that consistency and keep that training week in, week out to build your fitness over time, not just have one big smash week occasionally. What you do for your training is going to have an impact on a whole lot of things in your world, your family, your work, recovery, lifestyle habits, the social aspects that you normally and regularly usually go out to. You're going to have to minimize, not eliminate, but minimize so you've got time for recovery and can get out for that training. Success in Ironman comes from patience as well as a progressive load building over time. To have a great day on race day requires a lot of preparation, not just swim, bike, and run, but nutrition and logistics as well. Your first goal is not purely about fitness. You want to get your family on board. Build your routine around your life so that you can recover, have quality sleep, as well as that quality time with family, and don't exclude work and have your work life struggle to keep up with your training life. Let's have your training life struggle to keep up with your work life. Having a plan that you can sustain week in, week out is far more important than an aggressive plan that you initially try and keep up with, do all right for the first few weeks, and then struggle and then spiral because you get overtrained, or break up the routine and not train as well as you used to in the first couple of weeks. That consistency across the long term is what is key for your success. No hero sessions, structure and discipline to develop that consistency. Build that fitness over time and develop it around the other aspects in your life. There's no point doing Ironman if you're going to end up divorced and unemployed. Make sure you get the buy-in from your family early. Talk to them. Discuss what training for Ironman is going to involve. Plan ahead for those long rides, the build-up events, as well as that recovery time, so that your family knows your level of commitment. Include your family time, include that family on that journey. Plan your long rides. Meet the wife and kids or husband and kids at a park at the turnaround point for your long ride. Have them create an aid station for you. Include them in that process. Support at home makes life a lot easier to be consistent with your training. It helps them all understand those early starts to get to the pool, those times where you're away all day on the weekend, getting that long brick, that long ride conducted. The solution is not always more training. More volume's not the answer. It's a part of the process, building it progressively. Having isolated big sessions is a pathway to injury as well as fatigue. Slowly and gradually build your success, build that volume over time. The key to success, aside from consistency, is having that recovery and that physical training work together in unison. You don't improve unless you recover from the training that you do. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In future videos, I'm sure I'll mention it too. Consistency is what matters. Having those weeks consistent, week in, week out, months on end, they matter more than having a perfect week. If you miss one session every week and get 8 completed sessions every single week without fail, you're going to do a lot better than someone who has a big week where they get 16 sessions out, smashing 2 sessions a day, I'll swim, bike and run on the weekend, all well and good. As I said before, it looks good on Strava, but it's not sustainable and it's not realistic unless you're a professional athlete. If you don't stay healthy, you won't be able to train. So overtraining, getting injured, getting fatigued is not a solution to success. Build your confidence swimming, cycling, running, and your nutrition plan early and build progressively throughout the process. Learn your pacing and patience early on in the process. Faster people are going to need to slow down because Ironman is a long, consistent, steady day. It's not about being flashy. It's not about doing your 40K time trial and 10K run times, repeating them over and over at Ironman. You do need to step back and slow down. You want to arrive at the start line ready, relaxed, rested, good to go. Where you are now, the next 90 days matter the most. The start of the process is going to develop those early habits, which will shape the rest of your build-up. You get the first 90 days right, you're going to have less stress, less pressure as you get closer to race day. Build that aerobic fitness, develop that routine. What days can you fit in training? What days can you do 2 sessions? Or is that exclusively the weekend? Morning, evening, there's opportunities there. But remember, don't exclude your family. Keep that quality time because there's no point finishing an Ironman if you're divorced and unemployed. Build that training load over time. Practice that nutrition during training. That is key. If you don't fuel during the training, you're going to be suboptimal for your recovery, and then that recovery is going to have a flow-on effect to training sessions later on the week. Avoid comparing your times to other athletes. Everyone's different. Your goals are your goals, and build momentum now, leading into when the race-specific training starts closer to the event. I've got the Road to Ironman New Zealand training plan. It's structured to guide you through the process rather than guessing. Coaching helps avoid a lot of common first-timer mistakes, both in the build-up, but also in the final week or weeks and on race day. Small improvements each week will add up over time. And for those that are unsure where to start, download the free guide, First 90 Days of Ironman Training. So if you have entered Ironman New Zealand and want a smarter path from today to the finish line, download my free guide, the First 90 Days of Ironman Training, what to do right now. And if you'd like personalized support, accountability, and a clear plan, check out Road to Ironman New Zealand 2027, powered by QWIK KIWI Coaching. The links for both are down in the description.